Every night at 10 p.m. sharp, while the world outside dimmed into silence, he showed up. A skinny 19-year-old in a faded hoodie tucked under his oversized janitor uniform, sneakers soaked from the walk. His name was Aaron, not that anyone ever asked. The courthouse lobby, with its cold marble floors and polished railings, gleamed under harsh fluorescent lights. But no one saw how it stayed clean. No one noticed the hands that worked quietly while the world slept. He kept his earbuds in most nights, not for music, but to drown out the snide remarks. "Yo, mop boy," one of the clerks grinned as he kicked over a coffee cup on purpose. "Clean up an aisle loser." The guards chuckled. The lawyers didn't even look his way. Aaron didn't flinch. He bent down, mopped the spill, and moved on. He didn't come here to make friends. He came because his mother worked 2 jobs. Because community college tuition was overdue. Because sometimes, doing what needs to be done doesn't come with applause. At night, he'd pause in the empty lobby, staring at the giant mural of Lady Justice, blindfolded, balanced, fair. He used to believe in that. Now, he just cleaned beneath her. But deep down, even if no one saw him, he knew he mattered. He just hadn't had the chance to prove it yet. That night felt different. There was a weight in the air, thick and uneasy. Aaron was almost done with his shift when he felt a deep rumble beneath the floor, subtle, like a growl from the earth itself. Then, it happened. A deafening boom cracked through the east wing. Pipes burst. The ceiling above the archive room buckled. Sprinklers exploded overhead. And within seconds there was chaos. Water gushed down like a broken dam. Files flew from cabinets. Old court records, sealed testimonies, police evidence, the very bones of justice, washed away in the torrent. People screamed. Security scrambled. Phones rang out an alarm. But Aaron didn't move. While others ran for exits, he stood frozen, eyes fixed on the hallway where the water surged like a rising tide. He knew what was down there. The record vault. A room filled with files from the most dangerous trials, evidence that had to survive. And he also knew something no one else did. Behind a maintenance panel he cleaned every week, tucked behind years of dust and pipes, was the emergency shut-off valve. No one had ever asked him about it. No one knew he memorized the layout of the whole building, not because he had to, but because it made him feel like he belonged. He didn't wait for orders. He just ran into the flood. Each step felt like pushing through concrete. Chest deep in water, biting cold, soaked to the bone, the hallway tilted, tiles falling from the ceiling. But he didn't stop. He reached the maintenance closet. His fingers trembled, slipping on the old valve wheel. For a moment, the fear crept in. What if this was it? What if no one even knew he was here? But then he closed his eyes, took a breath, and turned the wheel. They said she was too small. Too soft. Not strong enough. They laughed during training. Called her half-pint at the station. Doubted her every move, every call. But when it all came crashing down, she was the one who stepped in. Not because she needed to prove anything, but because someone needed to be saved. And she could fit through the crack that no one else even saw. This isn't just a story about a fire. It's about showing up. About moving forward when everything in you says, wait. It's about what it means to carry strength, not in your frame, but in your heart. The next time someone says you're too small to matter, tell them about Lena Reyes. She didn't need your permission. She just needed space. And when the world collapsed, she fit right through it. Pushpin presented by the Soul Script, where stories don't shout, they speak with fire. Speech balloon before you go, tell us where you're watching from in the comments. If this story moved you, hit that subscribe button, tap like, and drop a fire or a karma below to honor the quiet heroes who show up, no matter what. Warning: this is a fictional dramatization inspired by the real acts of courage firefighters live out every day.